Good evening, folks. It's 23:33 on the 30th day, 4th month, 2023, and I think I said three far too many times for the deuces that I'm seeing in the sky, and boy, does your weather look like shit. This is not a kind thing to look at. It's not a kind thing to have to report on. Guys, we've been chemically attacked across the planet. I don't know any other way to put it, so I'm just gonna not mince words about it. These chem bombs are going off. The streamer across currently here is the country of Australia, but just pick a country, any country, and it's going on. It is very, and really, it absolutely is. Let me take that off there, and that's right there, and so I don't accidentally click a movie on. Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, if I can pull up the world view here, and you pick a country, and it's going on. Now here's the latest, greatest image of the not so greatest attempt of man to do kindness to a planet. You know, when you guys square within squares, within squares, within squares out here in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Hey, show me a spot here that's not geoengineered. Even right into the center. You got the chem bombs all the way going on. Your weather is so owned, and we are being chemically attacked across the entire world to the point where you're being actually flooded out of your house in places where you might not have agreed to the progression or progress that is wanted in the master plans that are being presented in your towns for progress, for building back at all. Hey, the heck with better. It doesn't seem better. It just seems like a shuffling of the deck, where new contracts get handed out to new politicians' families rather than just stopping it. Hey, look at this mess over the ocean here. With the EMF on the low deck. We ain't having a solar mass ejection every day. These chemicals are going to glow in this HARP matrix. You'll think you got an aurora, but it's actually the highly active aurora research program coming to fruition. The initials of HARP is to do stuff like you've been seeing. And the chemicals that are glowing in your sky are evidence. The lithiums and the strontiums and the bariums and the aluminums and the sulfurs. Not just what we used to see that would be streaming in, oxygens and stuff glowing. Look at these chemtrails down on right here. Chemtrail, microwaves, chemical trails as I go all the way across the ocean. This will end up going all the way over to Europe. I go whammo, hopping in Spain. Look at this crap here, Portugal. I did tell Europe I'd do a little touch on him, so just bear with me there, New Zealand. We'll get to you. Enjoy the little bit of a lull you're going to get. And you will have a little bit of a lull today in some spots. My God, look at the EMF doing out here. Wow. That's some heavy manipulation. And it's going north of Spain. And this is the border regions where you would see some clouds anyhow through the French Alps, Spanish Alps. Yeah, but this big square down here is not natural. Over on the Med, the Riviera is being fried. Bzzz, microwaves. They even had a bit of an earthquake down this way today. Hey, something small. Hey, but look at all this crap. Absolutely smashed with chem. My God, look at this. Look at this poison for people that wanted sunshine. They paid good money to go on holiday, took jabs and all sorts to go on holiday to have this toxified. Yeah, their bodies just from being outside in the fallout. It's not kind to do to our world. Not a kind thing at all to do. But you know, when the ones that say they know what's best for you are doing this, I see a model of lunacy and a model of very bad people that want money to themselves, and they don't care what they kill as long as the money's going toward themselves. And if they toxify your food supply and your air, that money will go to the pharma industry. Money will go to the new fake food industry. And money ain't gonna go to you. This is chemtrails out here in the ocean. It's not cool at all. We go over here near Athens. They had a sizable quake today over here. Right in this area. Heavy EMF. Look at the scalar square here over Argos. This is how they honor the names of their gods. by causing earthquakes with devices? Who knows? Only they do. Our oppressors who believe in things that you and I hope do not. I don't believe we should be doing this to our oceans. And I've flown over these islands. They're really pretty. I took a flight from Izmir one time over to Athens. I had a long layover on my way back to the States. Look at the EMF here up their coast. It's not going to be good for doing earthquakes around here in Cheshme and over here through Izmir. Zeb Gillam, John Sal, Ashcombe, wherever you are. Look at all the sand here over Israel coming out from the desert over here. It's just totally clouded out their skies, totally toxifying them as well. The chemtrails are everywhere. No one's immune to it. And whipping sand in the atmosphere is a big part of the program. You know, I can go back 2 days ago. You see this big line of chem going over Israel. Because some people say they don't spray them either. Bullshit. They don't care what religion you have. Stupid's going to go away. And this is as stupid as it gets. This keeps up, all the stupid's going to go away. My God, look what they done to Beirut. Go back to today. Hey, Zipper Chris over here to Baghdad. Bzzz, getting fried. You know, yeah, you gotta give them the bombs too. Look at this chem bombs here over Tall Abu Hamir. See the familiar look? It's a bit blurred out here. There's nothing wanted to be seen here. Nothing to show here, folks. Yeah, the not sees. They don't want you to see things. Why don't they just poke our eyes out when they're bored and poke our ears out and you just tell us everything along the way and take our paychecks from us and then you just use our number to gain loans. And so we don't exist except by a number. Oh, wait a minute. That's already going on. You realize that almost every major country in the world is actually a corporation being run and traded openly on a stock market? Now, your constitutions don't mean shit in the eyes of maritime law. I'll tell you that. Crisscross right here will make you jump. That's a land feature down low, but that ain't. That's chem bombs. Look at these squares over here. Yeah, I'm working my way here, Chris. See any smoke from any war over here? Any got any war going on? Hey, Kiev, any war going on here this week? I don't see no smoke. Any smoke? I don't see anything burning. There's no burning buildings up here. I call the lie on your fucking war, too. I don't see the smoke because all the winds blow in this direction. Should be seen. Only thing I see chemically attacked here is the chem bombs from the Bill Gates program. A corporation's attacking these people. They're blaming other things. This is disgusting. You see any building burning over here at Kiev? Or are we being lied to? They want you to sacrifice the children to their war machine, protect their poppy fields, protect their asses. They blow the whistle. You mourn Gallipoli. What a fucking shame. Will we ever learn that even those that follow orders could die underneath someone else's orders? And this here is a disorder. Would you like fries with this? No, thank you. We don't want no shadows on this forest that needs to photosynthesize today. You took its breakfast. Taking everybody's breakfast. Big ass chemtrail going all the way across out into the Gobi Desert. This is the Gobi Desert out here. They get absolutely smashed. Caspian Sea. Oh, beautiful colored waters, eh? Yeah, but not looking so good in the skies above them. And the fallout into their waters is going to be what's in this boom boom plume right here. Right here. Chemtrail from a center spot deploying. Firework type deployment. Something must be high up that could be descending like this. I'll turn my hands. I'm going to turn the camera around. Lord, it could be descending down and out like that. Okay? Central platform shooting at an angle. You could cover vast distances from very high altitude platforms. And these balloons we're seeing, when they fully inflate, are over the size of a football field. Alright? These ain't small fish and they can hold big payloads up there. So I'm going to flip it back around. What a disgusting, isn't it? Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. As I continue this tour of the chemically attacking. When you see the sixes in the sky, you know that up jumped the devil. And the number of the beast is already running rampant. His footprint is choking out Mother Earth. It's tripling her gardens. Oh my God. Even all the way over to here to India. Yeah, I found a minute to find you here. And from Rajasthan, you just got a nothing. All your soils are parching out and you're being droughted out. And here's some of the stuff that's helping it drought out. Too many particles in the air. The nuclei will never get big enough, those condensates, to fall. They'll stay too small to overcome the updrafts of the thermals. And so chem can actually prevent rain. It's not always used to make it rain. So think about that too, as I'm over here caressing India. You got many squares going on here. A little bit of square action there. Matley. Microwaves everywhere here. I'm sorry, it's solar minimum. You ain't having a solar mass ejection every day, something that used to be a rare event. Unless there's experiments going on. Look at this boom boom plume in a square formation. Undeniable geoengineering, chemical attack of the people of India. They've done nothing wrong. You guys love Nepal and all that? Well, they're chemically attacked these beautiful mountains, these pristine people who've done nobody any harm. They just want to be left alone. Some of this haze will be their cooking fires, their dung and stuff that they burn. Dung. But meanwhile, look what they've done to the dung in the sky. I get. It's a big bowl of dung chow mein. Yeah, I know I'm over here. I could be making curry jokes, but I'm not. This is absolutely disgusting. Look at the microwaves down here. Look at the stream of bombs in the center to help this keep nucleating properly in the microwave matrix with the chemical catalysts that are needed. Usually that's the lithium and the strontium and the barium. And the lithium, when it falls out, it leaves a kind of a citrusy metallic taste in your mouth. And I've been hearing that from people that don't have fillings to blame it on. And well, these microwaves and mercury, they don't go well either for the barrier of your brain. Well, they do real well, actually, of breaching it. It can bring with that fluoride molecule. Boy, you can really breach your toxins. And if when you do a really good job with that, God only knows where it's going. This nosy-ass looking cloud-ass thing over here. What in the hell is that? Microwave here, Chembombed there. As we've gone across the land over to West Bengal. God, look at all these chemtrails across the country here, India. Look at all this. This is a crime scene. That'll be a reflection of the sun. They happen to be just in the right position when the satellite went over. Reflected off a big mass of chem crap bullshit. Just the right angle to light that up. And we'll go over China. They had a big quake up this way up here. Yeah, it was in the 6s. It wasn't small. Meanwhile, the microwaves and the chemically attacking them is going on. It's just not. It's not cool. And yeah, Janine Mathis says they are evil fucking bastards. You didn't say the fucking. I just felt like adding that here. The tongue. Dong, dong, dong. That tongue, get dong, dong, dong. Chembombed in that tongue. They don't give a shit how your booty go. Unless they're having it. Have it, have it, have it, have it, have it. Tonga-la-lia, boom, boom. Chembombed, chang, changa, jingle. It does it. That says chang, chong. I thought that was a joke. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, everybody chang, chong tonight. Totally smashing chang, chong tonight. Can be bombing chang, chong tonight. Ah, the Japans. Hanjin-sen. Chembombed time. Fucking hell, would you look at that? Oh my God, would you look at that girl? Bonsai! What a fucking shape. All above the clouds. What, did every plague of the world come over here? You having an air show? Over here, Tawada? Amisawawa? Kambawawa? So yeah, I'm just making fun of namey things because I think it sounds funny, and you can make fun of mine. It'll be very fair. You know, very, very, very fair. You know they're sending a storm your way up here. If you're watching them moving the moisture, yeah, all the setup is coming on down here for the Japan to get a bit of action. Little fuck you, Shimai over here. You're gonna have a little action. I want some action, Chembombed to give. But I ain't giving you no oxygen, that's for sure. How you feeling there, Japan? Not too good, and now for the Sea of Japan, there's many a plane on the bottom of them waters. But the only one happy about that is the one that sold the planes. Oh, and the loan. Oh, the loan for both sides of the war is always happy. Oh, we got 3 6s here, up jump the doubles. Damien's head is in the sky. As we start to work our way across the Pacific Ocean, the big vast Pacific, and it looks like a very specific target for the geoengineers. This is not round. This is not a circulation. This is a crime. My God. Yeah, I'll get to you. I know you want me to go like that. I'll get to you. Ain't always about... I said you're going to have a little bit of a lull today. I want to look at the whole world. Look at that. Bzzz. Come on, how many places on the earth were facing the sun when they had a solar mass ejection? Nah, this is a hurt blast. It's hurt. Make it glow a big aurora too. It's designed to do that. Those experiments I showed you done over in Norway was to prove that point. As I look back at our whole world, have you seen we've just been shitted on, and we did it ourselves? From the United States of hysterical, as you're always getting wound out about some, which I showed you this morning. The bombing of Athens. The frying of the Carolinas, having a big fish fry out there. Calabash. From the Calabasters. Over here at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, where they said they'll all argue over who had the first powered flight. I don't give a fuck. Look what they've done with it. What a fucking shame. Even my house is totally smashed today. You didn't want to go outside. You don't want to go outside and breathe. This is Ireland. Can you even see it? The Emerald Isle. At all. Is there a single spot of this country if somebody could stand in their yard, not turn in a circle and see geoengineering? No, there is not. Nowhere in this country could you stand in your yard and do a 360 turn while looking up with your eyeballs open and see it and not see evidence of geoengineering. There's not a spot. Nearly in the UK. Actually, even if you stood there, you'd see it. Bzzz, frying Chelmsford, frying Baneford, frying the Wash, big straight line clouds that we're seeing far too often. Evidence in the geoengineering and the use of electromagnetic frequency heated outflow boundaries. This is the Mersey here, and where the ferries are. The kebab in the Mersey. What a fucking shame. We'll all walk alone one day when we're going our way down to see the big guy, or less. And what kind of story are you gonna tell? Would they say, what did you say about this going on? Did you object? Did you do it loudly? As I zoom in on the chemtrails here going across Cook Strait. Totally hazed out sky. Not a chance for evaporation to occur, anything to dry out. As the bombed up oceans of the Bay of Plenty are evidence of plenty of Chembombed action. Boom, 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 boom. See the face? This is not good. The Moai are coming. And the Rapa Nui are not happy. Look at the evidence of all the microwaves you got manipulating this storm all over the top of the North Island here. That's microwaves. My God, look at how hazed out it is. Overcam. Well, they are mixing two masses right now. You got that one coming over from Australia, going over the top of the one that's coming across New Zealand that came from out of the tropics. and they're mixing right over here. You're going to see a lot of interaction between these two, and this was a lot earlier in the day. Like right now, that would have done passed over. It'll be looking more like this here. Let's see if we can get you on the screen. Hey, nothing to see there. You see the square? Yeah, everything to see there. Let's see if we can get you guys on the screen a bit here. We got a square right off the top of your coast right here. You got all these bombs blowing off right over here. This is as big as I can get it to go. Maybe we could do a little zoom in. A little bit more to the center. It's the best I could do for you. Alright. Let's have a frame by frame of this action right here. Well, we got the Masonic compass and square with the bombs going off underneath it. It's not doing that much on it. We got over here, boom, 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 going to plume out here on the side. They think they're immortal, you know what I mean? They boom their fucking plumes on our ass off. Boom their ass off. Came their ass off again, and they boom their freaking plume off our ass off. Really, while you sit on your tush, they bombed your ass off. Where the hell did that one come from? I don't know. Chembombed, they came and took away your sunny skies. They hit some EMF too hard and a school of fish done died. They washed upon the shores that once were pristine and so pure. And I know that one day we're gonna win, of that I am sure. Chembombs, chembomb, chembomb. Booming up the plumes out here in the freaking Tasman Sea. Look at that great big line of crap, and it's coming to visit you. It's on its way. It doesn't even need directions. It's engineered to go where it's gonna go. And we have a continuous pluming from this one spot. It just keeps all day long. It's just been steaming it up. I have the moisture. Same with this one here. Hey, like you got a ship there. Pluming in a V. V's like a... It used to be an X marks the spot, but sometimes an arrow points at things too. You know, it points things out. I'll have to zoom back a bit. I'm getting a bit of a weird imagery going on there. Maybe if I change that. There we go. Stopped a bit of that. What we got here going on up near Fiji way. A little bit of clear, but some bombs coming your way. You can barely see it. Here we go. We get you on the edge there. Boom, 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 boom. 3 plumes coming your way. They ain't dissipated. That was there about 40 minutes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom, 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 boom. Each one of them's 10 minutes over here in the Vanuatu 2 corridor. Streaming it up, working it on. The next storm batch. Moving that moisture, keeping it alive. When these two meet there, up there, and there, you're going to have a little spinner forming over here. All the conditions are very right for a spinner to begin to form up here. I'm watching for it. I'm watching for this very closely. So I imagine you guys are a bit curious about your totals, but I ain't ready to go there yet. Yeah, I'm just getting on a roll now. Because you see, I'm tired of these chemtrails all day. I'm trying really hard not to swear. But you know, it happens. If you're more worried about that, you can go fuck right on off. Just like with the people that do this and tell us this is good. You want to tell me I can talk no swears about these chemtrails going across Australia right here? Oh my fucking god, look at this shit. How many years I've been screaming about this? Somebody even asked me, I was new to the scene. Where the fuck have you been? My god, I needed your help when I was in your own country. Yeah, that's right. Look at this booming pluming over here. You can't miss this. You can't miss that chemtrail. They're chemical catalysts. They're leaving a trail. That is all. What's this, dueling squares? 1, 2, 3. Boom, 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 boom. Plum, 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 boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Can I even find one clean spot on the map to go, oh gosh, that thing's going to get a little sunshine, because at some point during the day, even this spot here, hey, let's just flow every direction of the windy winds. You're going to go to the west, you down here go to the east. Well, this storm goes east, the storm goes west, and we're being rolled over by a bunch of people in a cuckoo's nest. My fucking God, look what they've done to our world. And now I'm just going to go right to the meat and potatoes on this one. Your accumulations over the next 3 days are as follows. And don't believe this shit. They're lying to you. Yeah, that's about right. You take that total from that one, and then take the North Island total, and you push that to, let's see if they've got the timeline right. Yeah, add some over to this side here, because they're lying. I'm not buying it. And they say by the May 4th storm, you're fucked. Yeah, May 4th is a bad day. It's a very, very bad day. And may the 4th be with you on that day. It's a crispy day. It's very lispy. And the totals stay looking the same. That means you're just going to get a continuation of what's been going on. Fuckery. Fuckery after fuckery after fuckery. Chembombed after Chembombed, EMF after EMF, directing this tendril of moisture not to go away. And this one here will end up feeding the second one. So I'm going to roll through the weather plan and show you what they plan to do your asses. Oh, let's do it with the full particles down. You got to see these winds at your height. So if I got you on screen here, kind of can maybe make that go away a little bit. Well, you have to excuse that autofocusy look. Here, I'll do my best. I'm not happy with that. There we go. Let's just zoom it out. All right, here we go. This is what they intend to do to your asses. Now, as this thing races across, she stalls. This thing's impetus of this, it barely nudges this over because you got a high pressure on this side, it won't go. That had to spin. It had to, but she should walk down coast. Because all the dynamics of this tropical flow here is cutting to the north. You see that flow out there? All those beams out to sea decided a while ago, you ain't going nowhere but north and you ain't going nowhere but south. Now these are going to dance. They have to. This will end up taking the dynamic of that and just rolling over the tap. It's like if you had a marble and slow one down, it could jump over the tap of the other one. You ever play that game? Well, what a fucking shame they're getting ready to do. So we're going to continue to roll this, and now we've gone about 36 hours. This is about when you're going to start to feel it down here on the North Island. Right about here. Which would be about 2 o'clock in the afternoon my time. You ain't long for it. It's about 14, 15 hours off. You'll start to feel the effects of this, but it won't be a big dousing on the beginnings. It's when this tendril gets worked back up, right? This move here that I talked about this morning, when it walks up the coast. I'll have to use my hands again. Right. Right, as this thing walks up the coast, you have this one that's perked here. New Zealand is here. Right, this is down here coming around. She's spinning. She perks a bit here. This dances a bit at the top because it's just to collapse over the top like that. This allows its pressure, jumps the island. Basically, it starts a pressure in your side through a flow through cooks, then you're fucked. Because that tendril that's coming down that side of the island here, all its moisture's and then curling in. And all that one's collected in on that side, and guess what? Behind that one is another slow mover. It's going to stall. You're in for some totals. Song will continue. Great. Oh my God, would you look? These totals are you going to get are hard. They're hard to even show you that it's going to happen. Happen. But yeah, I'm moving toward May 4th. Your streams are well swollen. You know them all. Swell the streams, you kill the dreams. And here comes the dream killer. Here she comes right racing across the North Island in very fast fashion. And I think that tendril's going to park a little bit more to this side. Yeah, so bring them totals and them storms a bit more toward the Bay of Too Many. What does Ashes say? It's going to be a terribly electric line when it comes over. They're not showing it's going to be lightningy, but I can see it will. It ain't signing off on and off. Chasing the tendril, just chasing itself as the pressures do that oscillation bubble up thing between themselves here. Between the highs, then you'll just see this go bloop, 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 bloop. It'll just jostle the line of moisture around. This is a line sustain event, and that's just for the 4th. And until that high moves, you're fucked. You're absolutely fucked. Now, when does Hawks get it? There is a time. during the storm event coming up, where you'll see some totals through here. How they're holding it all the way over here is still a surprise to me, because the 18 line is still coming up through here. So I'm not believing that. Oh yeah, if I don't believe something, I'll tell you. Hey, that ain't making sense. But your totals are horrible. Absolutely horrible. As that low just perks down here, it's going to pump the totals up down in this corner pretty high too. So on the 10s, you were looking at some totals, and that ain't accurate. It'll be a little further inland than that. Yeah, beautiful beach to show. It is nice to zoom back in Australia and see your entire country bathed in that orange light of a devastating total, right? Yeah, we see your typical tropical totals on a 10-day, which means looks like it's coming quicker than that. Yeah, a little bit of action on the Can-Can corridor over the next 24 hours. Oh, and this is what you got on the 24s. Not bad. Oh my gods. Dude, oh my gods. And fucking alls. And a little further in there, you don't even want to look. Tough times make tough people. And tough people make it tough on assholes. Don't be an asshole during this storm. Help thy neighbor. Be not a blight upon humanity. When the blight upon humanity is Gates doing this to us. He's done it to everybody in the world, and he's got another storm coming your way. I hope that showed you what you was needing to see. Stay safe. Big love. Peace.